for there was an abundance of water there, and the people kept coming and being baptized, for John had not yet been thrown into prison. Therefore there arose a controversy between some of John's disciples and a Jew in regard to purification. So they came to John and said to him, Rabbi, the man who was with you on the other side of the Jordan, at the Jordan crossing, and to whom you yourself have borne testimony, notice now here he is baptizing too, and everybody is flocking to him! Exclamation mark. Now, this means that the disciples of John were jealous because now Jesus and his disciples were baptizing and they looked like they were losing their crown. Sound like any churches you've ever heard of? A new preacher comes to town and some of your people start going there, you ought to buy them a sound system. Pray for their success. And John answered. Now this was a man who didn't live by what he wanted, thought, and felt. And John answered, a man can receive nothing, he can claim nothing, he can take unto himself nothing, except as it has been granted to him from heaven. A man must be content to receive the gift which is given unto him from heaven. There's no other way. You yourselves are my witnesses. You personally bear me out that I stated I am not the Christ, the anointed one, but I have only been sent before him, in advance of him, to be his appointed forerunner. And then he goes on to say some things about the bride and the bridegroom. But you get to verse 30 and he says, he must increase, but I must decrease. He must grow prominent, and I must grow less prominent. I love that whole thing because John was mature and therefore nobody could steal his peace. Do you know how many people in a situation like that today, I mean Christian people, even people with valid ministries, would have stopped growing right there because they would have gotten jealous. They would have been overly concerned about their reputation. They didn't want to lose ground and look like they were in a decline. But John knew who he was in Christ. He knew why he was sent. He didn't want to do anything that God didn't want him to do. And he basically said, if God's finished with me in this position, then I might as well be happy and just do what he wants me to do, because there's no other place that I can get any other kind of gift except from heaven. And if he don't give it to me, then hey, I'm happy right where I'm at. You understand that? I mean, some of you feel like that the job that you have is lowly, and unless you can climb the ladder and be some important position at work, then you'll never be happy, and you're going to go around all your life feeling bad and insecure about yourself. Well, why don't you just do what you're good at? Just do what you're good at. Hey, if you like to clean, then clean. Somebody needs you to clean the house. If you like to cook, cook. If you like to watch kids, watch kids. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, be a stay-at-home mom. You don't have to go out and get a career and have some big education to be okay with God. You just need to do whatever it is you feel comfortable doing, whatever it is you want to do. I want to do what I'm doing, but that doesn't mean that I'm any better than anybody else. I'm called to do this. We've always got our eyes on somebody else. Well, I should be singing in the choir. Well, now I'm singing in the choir, and I think I should be the worship leader. Come on, we're always wanting what somebody else has got. Greed, the green-eyed monster, G-R-E-E-D, greed, jealousy. John said, no, you got to learn how to be content. Content where you're at.